Good night, you all. Thanks to be here. I'm glad to be here. Well, this is my final presentation for my Barton Community College public speaking class. And tonight I want to talk about the experience to being an international student in the US. Well, I am Cesar Lopez Areco. I am a sophomore at K-State, and for this final presentation, I would like to show about my experience. And I have two main points that I want to discuss tonight. The first point is about why the US is a good country to study abroad. And the second main reason is why being an international student at the US can bring you a lot of benefits, such as interpersonal and extrapersonal. So for talk a little about me, I'm studying at K-State University, which is located at the Midwest region of the US, specifically at the city of Manhattan. It's like 2 hours driving from Kansas City. My major is engineering. From the following semester, I will become a sophomore. It will be my first sophomore semester. However, I am taking one class at Barton Community Colleges, which is public speaking. And I think that Barton Community College is located somewhere here. I am not quite sure. So, well, the first main point: why the US? Probably you are familiar with these logos. Those are very, very global, famous. This is the logo of NASA. That is the first one. Is the first scientific institution to impulse the science advancements, such as space exploration, computer science, advanced engineering. And here is Google. All of you know Google is the most searching tool. Is the most used searching tool on Earth. And the last one is Ford. It's known as the first car branch in the world, founded by Richard Ford, the last century. So, as you know, the U.S. is the first country that impulsed the human progression, because most of the human progress that we did in history come from this wonderful country. This is a picture of a famous physicist called Richard Feynman. He was one of the main physicists which put the fundamentals principles of quantum mechanics alongside Albert Einstein. And why the US? One reason of the US is because, believe it or not, the US is one of the most countries that provide scholarship for foreign students that want to study there. So if you want to find a financial aid, US is a good place to look at. And of course, the US offers more than 3,000 universities, with 100 programs each universities. This is a couple examples here: University in Ohio, Texas, and I think that those at the bottom are from Wisconsin. Well, I want to talk about how's the process to get there. In my case, I won a scholarship, which is the CPKI partnership. It's a partnership between Paraguay and Kansas. It has the main goal to intercoms for each territories, and it promotes the international friendship between the United States and Paraguay. And of course, if you want to be admitted in one university in the US, you have to pass two exams. One is the TOEFL. This exam is specifically for international students. The TOEFL measures the English level, And if you want to be admitted at university, you have to score at least an 80 on the scale. It's a scale from 0 to 120. And then is the math placement test, or it's like an overall high school knowledge that you have to take. We have, in this case, two kind of exams, the SAT and ACT. You can take it both. In my case, I took this first one. So yeah. So the second main point I want to discuss is the benefits to being an international student. I spoke with a lot of American friends, and they told me that they earn a lot of debt because they took loans from the bank. And they told me that when they graduate from college, they should to pay a loan, a huge debt. They had to work for 10 or 5 years to pay all that. And in my case, and in the case of 1,000 international students, we won't get it because we want scholarships from partnerships and the government, and those institutions pays for us. So it's not necessary to us to take a loan, and we don't have to pay a huge debt when we are out of college. This is for me the main benefits that is for me in my case that I took that program. Another benefits is that you have the mobility, because many countries around the world, like Brazil or Russia, like when they give a scholarship, they demand you to work for them. When you are out of college, you should return to those countries or work for those countries, like you are too attached to them. In the U.S., like you are not attached to anybody. Like you can work in the U.S. or any place that can you for a well-paid job. In my case, in my country, we have a scholarship program. It's from the government, but once you get out of college, you should come back to my country and work for them. In my case, this is not a reality. I can choose every country in the world if I know the language of that country and get an offer job. Our benefit that is you will know people for around the world. In my case, I met people from China, India, Saudi Arabia, Brazil, and thousands of countries, and you can get that diversity feeling. You can make a lot of friends. You can learn a new language because, as you know, English is not my first language. I learned it, and being a bilingual person is a huge advantage in the workforce, and that's a benefit that just international students earn with the time. And of course, another benefit is that the U.S. offers a lot of networking. So with the networking, you have a huge more networking that you can work after you're out of college. You have more contacts that you can earn or start a business, and the U.S. offers a huge opportunity to that. So all in all, I will say that the U.S. is a perfect country if you want to study abroad. It's a very entrepreneur. With this speech, I encourage to international students to study in this country because it's a wonderful country. I've been there and I got that opportunity. That country makes me grow. I earn a lot of experience, and probably I receive even internship offers, and probably I will take them. So I encourage more international students to be there, and that's my proposal for this speech.